Hello, let me show you the best features, some tips and tricks for Nothing Phone 2A+. And first of all, we are going to start from Wi-Fi. So in this phone, you can actually find support for Wi-Fi 6. And also in this phone, you can find the 5G connection, at least in Europe. I'm not sure actually how it looks from different regions, but in Europe, we can find this 5G connection, but also there is the Wi-Fi calling and the video calling. Next, when you are using the Bluetooth devices, like headphones or earbuds, you can also find support for LDAC codecs. So it will basically improve the quality of your music. Right here we can also find the screencast, so you can cast screen of the phone to your TV. There's also NFC in Europe, so we can pay with this device. And there's also the OTG support, so we can simply connect here some devices, like the USB drive, and send data. When you go for the apps, you can find this option to clone apps. So you can clone almost every application that you have on your phone. And what is also really useful, that you can put lock on your apps. So if you want to protect some apps, then for sure you can do this. When you go into this option, we can for sure find the glyph interface. We can change the brightness. So, this is the glyph interface. If you are now inside the Nothing and CMF, features, then it may actually be new feature for you. We can find here the volume indicator, the music visualization, the bedtime schedule, the glyph progress for the third-party apps like Uber Eats, for example, and you can create your own ringtones. Next, when you keep scrolling, we have to go for the display settings, and right here we can find the 120 Hz refresh rate, but also there is the HDR, so it actually enables the peak brightness for HDR content. Now, when you go below, we can also find some other useful options, especially when you go for the lock screen. So right here we can actually get access into the widgets. So even without unlocking the phone, we can get access into some crucial things of the phone. Like for example, we can turn on this flashlight, or we can check weather. And also we can get the lock screen shortcuts, the left or the right one. And this is the all features that you can actually link into this shortcuts. Now, when you go back from this one, we can also find, the always on display. So it will view the time, the current time, date, and some notifications. Now, when you move into, it will be available in the experimental features. So we can find AirPods support, so you can show AirPods icon and the battery information in your settings. And when you go for security and the privacy, in this phone, we can also find the face unlocking and the fingerprint sensor. So the fingerprint sensor is actually built into the display, and the face unlock, of course, is using the selfie camera. Next features that I want to show you, they will be available in the system. So first of all, we can find a couple of the different gestures. Like for example, we can take screenshot by using the 3 fingers gesture. Take a look. There we go. You can also double press power button and set some shortcuts. You can even open specific application if you want. There's also option for tap to show the lock screen, or lift to show the lock screen. And you can also flip your phone to turn on glyph interface. Now, when you go back from this one, we can find game mode. There's also RAM booster, so we can add even 8 additional gigs of the RAM. And we can create another user, like for example in the Windows PC. So now when you go back from this one, in the camera we can also find some useful options, like for example the 50 megapixel mode. We can even take the raw photos when you go for the Pro mode and enable this feature. There's also support for 4K videos in the 30 frames per second. You can also record slow motion videos in the Full HD 120 frames per second. And there's also a really useful option called tap to take the photo. So this one adjusts brightness, exposure, and focus automatically, and then take the photos. So this is all for the Nothing Phone 2A+. Thanks for watching.